there! Are you a new or early stage golfer who's been out hitting balls but find herself everywhere except on the golf course because you've been prey to the limiting belief that fairways are only for good golfers? Now, if this sounds like you, then you need to keep watching this video because it is just for you. I'm so excited. I'm going to empower and share with you 3 simple, specific, and stress-free 3 S's ways that all golfers, particularly new and beginning golfers, can get out there and feel comfortable and confident on the golf course. And please, please, please be sure to stay tuned until the end because there's a lot of valuable information here for you and I really want you to get all of it, okay? So as an LPGA professional, I have the great privilege of working with lots of people who really have an interest in golf. Many have invested a lot of time and resources and effort into the development of their golf skills. But surprisingly, even with that, the course can be an intimidating place for a lot of golf newbies. So even as beginners, it's important to get out onto the golf course because that's really where we learn to play golf versus just hitting balls. So let's dive into these 3 surefire strategies to help you get on the course, even if you're new to the game. So strategy number 1, short courses. And these are executive and par 3 courses. These types of courses can be found in lots of places, including more densely populated areas. Like if you live in an urban area, you'll likely find one of these. And they're great because they allow us golfers to fit in rounds more frequently due to their convenient locations and their shorter length. Now, executive golf courses attract golfers of all levels, but most of them are kind of beginner friendly because of their shorter length, and that makes them ideal for golfers who may not hit the ball very far just yet. Moreover, this type of course is a great environment for just getting accustomed to being out on the course and on the fairways and getting into the swing of things. No pun intended. So to be clear though, an executive course can very well have 18 holes, but on average the holes are considerably shorter than those found on, say, a full-length golf course. Specifically, an executive golf course will have more par 3 and par 4 holes than the longer courses that are designed with more of a focus on length and overall difficulty. Now, par 3 golf courses are absolutely perfect for new and beginning golfers just looking to get their feet wet and get beyond that practice range and get on the course. As the name implies, every hole on a par 3 golf course is a par 3. What does that mean? While some holes may be a bit longer than others, none of them will be super long. In fact, most par 3 courses are walking only courses, and that makes a really perfect place to just get comfortable again with the flow of getting on course and play while practicing those shots that you've been learning on the turf, on the putting greens, and even in the rough, because we're all going to hit in the rough at some point. Now, this third one is one of my favorites. It's called DIY course length. Now, sometimes an executive or par 3 course just isn't available. In addition, there will be plenty of times when you have opportunities to play on a full length or a championship course, and don't get worried about that name because you can make any course work just right for you. Maybe you've watched this or experienced this if you took a beginner class or even if you were watching a junior lesson. Instead of teeing it up way back from the prescribed teeing areas, if you will, for each hole, you create your own. That is, you do it yourself. It's easy. Select the distance to the hole that is challenging but not overwhelming and make that your starting point for each hole. So for example, let's just say the forward tee on a hole is 280 yards, but you're not quite yet able to hit the ball more than 50, 75 yards. No problem. We're just going to tee the ball from, say, 100 yards in the fairway. And thanks to all types of technology, we are able to measure the distances to the hole and every other target out there pretty darn easily. And you may find that even on your golf cart, depending on where you're playing, it might have a built-in GPS to provide you with pinpoint accuracy in terms of yardage. So if your cart doesn't have that, there are also tons of apps and digital programs that make it quite easy to track yardage using your smartphone or even your smartwatch. Rangefinders are things we kind of look like through like that. They easily help us identify our desired distance. And so once you've identified your distance and move forward, tee it up and play out the hole just like everything else. Now let me ask you a question. Do you own a rangefinder or a GPS watch? If you do, let me know in the comments because I'm curious to know what type do you use, what brand do you prefer? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments. Now, if you're gaining value from this video, can you do me a favor? Smash the like button or even consider subscribing. And doing so really helps this video get to other people who may benefit from this information. So I thank you in advance for supporting me and the YouTube algorithm. Okay? So back to the matters at hand. You might be thinking, why is getting on the course at this little short length that you've been talking about, do it yourself, better than just hitting balls at the range? Because it's a couple reasons, and I really want to dig into this. Playing a round of golf using the DIY method allows even a beginner player to play a full round of golf that's appropriate for her skill set at the time. It allows you to work on all of your golf skills, just like the golfers who are teeing up from further back. So let me tell you, and I promise you this, not only is it no fun to never reach the green in a timely manner like the other golfers, playing from an inappropriate distance for your skill set is just stressful and frustrating. Besides only being able to hit a few shots from the fairway, as you struggle to maintain pace of play and keep up, you never get to work on your short game, your chips or your putts or anything like that. So enjoying the full course experience is almost impossible, but definitely unlikely, because you're going to be scrambling and rushing the whole time. You know, you're going to end up picking up before you even get a chance to chip and putt. That's going to be kind of the norm with that. So instead, I encourage you to identify your own initial do-it-yourself length, right? And move it back as your shots lengthen and your skills improve so that you can enjoy your time on a golf course, because golf is supposed to be fun, right? This third one is my surefire favorite. I gotta tell you, even as an experienced golfer, I love playing this format. It's called the Scramble format. And thanks to its versatility, the Scramble format is suitable for golfers of all levels of skill and experience. For this reason, that is why you will see it played at all types of events, from corporate events to fundraiser outings to tournaments and everything in between. Why specifically? Because every golfer has an opportunity to hit lots of shots and contribute during the round of golf without pressure or fear of failure and disappointment, since everyone is on a team. It's the best of both worlds. So in the Scramble format, each member of the team hits a tee shot. Boom, right? Off we go. The team then determines which shot is the best. Then we go grab the other balls that were deemed not the best, and then we take our balls and we go to that place and everybody gets to hit again. This process continues until the team gets it into the hole. So not only does every golfer on the team get to hit a ton of shots while playing this format, it's just lots easier to keep things moving forward. Forward progress is what we call that in golf. And this is why the Scramble format is just tried and true for golf events hosting players of all skill levels. You'll be on a team with somebody who's never picked up a club and someone who might be a club professional like me. So the world is endless there in that regard. So all of these three of these options are really versatile for new and beginner golfers, but they also work well for veteran golfers. So I don't want you to think it's just beginners. And we use these formats in a variety of ways for kind of practice and skill development. They'll help you in achieving consistent forward progress while working on course management and different shots. And that's for everyone. And if remember, you don't have to keep score. If you choose to keep score, great. But remember, it's never mandatory. So now that we've kind of talked about these three options, it is time for you to take yourself off of that practice range all the time and getting on the course. No excuses. I really want to encourage you to try out each of the formats. And doing so, I can pretty much guarantee that you're going to realize that you are more than ready for the golf course. Now, in this short video, I've mentioned 3 strategies, but I promise there are so many golf formats that, some of them just aren't talked about a lot, but there are a ton of them. And if you want to learn more about some of these other formats, check out this next video.